Hey YouTube. So I'm coming on to tell you this crazy story about yesterday I heard someone banging on my door, and I thought it was my daughter. Put this cigarette out. So I thought it was my daughter. Let me try and get this thing straight here. Um and when I opened the door, it was this man. Um just a couple years younger than I am. And him and his sister, who is about 48, I think, have been living in their vehicle. Now, her mother and her daughter live around here, but it's not the daughter's house, so the daughter can't allow them to stay in it. So long story short, it could be a blessing in disguise for both of us. The lady only gets a SSI check, which we all know isn't a lot, and so they can't afford to rent. Um, and he does odds and ends jobs. Well, come to find out, he knows carpentry, plumbing, some electric, and he can work on vehicles. So, they're not drug addicts. They don't not drunks. Don't seem to be bad people. Just like I said, the financial thing, they're down on their luck. Just like I am. Um, so I thought about it. They sat here with me for hours yesterday. Came this morning, had coffee, and sat here with me. Um, and I don't get a bad vibe. And I've always been about helping people. And I've got a whole house sitting there that needs work, empty. So I told him, I said, well, if as long as it don't cost us anything for them to be here. In other words, she can pay us power at the beginning of the month when she gets her check. And if he's doing the work, then they can stay rent-free in the one side of the house that me and my daughter wasn't planning on living in anyhow. And it's a whole big, so they could still have a nice sized room by just blocking that one part off, and we can put a shower and toilet in the laundry room back there. Have shower, toilet, and maybe a pedestal sink and the washer and dryer, which would be a shared area. So I got to thinking, well, they can help us. They do get food stamps. So, it's not going to cost us anything in food or power or nothing for them to be here. And sometimes I think the Lord works in mysterious ways, because me and my daughter was hitting a brick wall trying to do stuff here, ourselves on our own. And they're from the area, so they know everybody and they know everything about the area. Grew up here, and like I said, I didn't get a bad vibe, and I just think sometimes the Lord does stuff. And she's got health issues like I do, physical, back, you know. Um, and sleeping in the car was making it worse. And they was in there last year during an ice storm. And all this hot heat, they've been in the car. Two of them. And it's not a big car, y'all. So, anyway, we kind of made a deal that he'd help us fix the house. And they could stay in the other part that me and my daughter wouldn't be staying in anyhow. And right now we're in our RVs anyway. So, um, you know. So anyway, that's the deal. They're going to help us and we're going to help them. And just wanted to come give you an update. Now there's more to my, I need to do another little video on my truck issues. Y'all, I've had such bad luck. I've been so depressed. Um, so maybe this came at the right time for both parties. Um, and I don't take to people like immediately. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Um, but I'm not sensing anything other than a couple folks that's really down on their luck, like we are. I mean, and you know, stuff just keeps happening and happening. So anyway, maybe they'll allow me to introduce them to you. But it's a brother and a sister, and like I said, he does odd jobs, and she gets a small check. Not enough, y'all, to go and pay these kind of rents that people are asking. I mean, it's just too much money. Um, when we have a whole nother side of the house that they can use part of, and not have to be in their car. And winter's coming on too. But anyway, y'all, other than that, I'm so enjoying this day. I don't know where this weather come from. There's supposed to be an asteroid to pass like within 600 and some thousand miles of Earth, which is not a lot. Um, Today, I don't know what time it was supposed to pass, but I know last night it got real cool, and I thought, oh, this ain't gonna last, man. It's gonna be hot, humid, muggy today. It's gonna be bad today. And y'all, I've got the windows open and the doors open. The only thing I've got is my dehumidifier on to try and get the moisture out of this dang camper, and and my fan back there, and it is glorious. Like I said, you know, I'm adding this video to the other one, but y'all, it is glorious. I don't know what has caused it because it's really odd. Like I said, we've been having 100 plus since May. I mean, this is really odd weather. I mean, it's like, let me see what my thing says. My um, thing on here says 72 degrees in my camper. Um, Man, this is a godsend, this weather. I don't know how long it's going to last for, but I'm really freaking enjoying it. It's not cold, cold, but it's not hot. Not humid. I mean, like, and here in the South, I have seen sometimes where it will go from summer to winter in like no time. You might have some 70 degree, mid 70, upper 80 degree days in between, but I have seen it down here. It's like you got two seasons, hot and cold. I mean, I don't know, you know, what's going on with all that, but, and I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping that we are still going to get not extreme hot weather, but not extreme cold weather. I'm hoping it just doesn't snap and go from one to the next. Because, y'all, I still got roof work to do to this RV. Um, there was water pouring. Pouring, y'all. My floor's wet back there. I thought it was when I ran the shower it was doing it, but no. It's coming from the roof again. We stopped all the leaks at one time, but that one corner is now leaking again, and it's leaking worse than ever. It's pouring in. And this guy also said he could help me fix it too. And they have a family person that works down here at the RV place right down the road. So, like I said, with all these issues with the house and the RV and my truck and all that stuff going on, it was overwhelming. I was down, depressed, and so, you know, this just came at the right time for the both of us. I believe God does put people in your life sometimes. Now, if they had to look like, you know, drug addicts or just slack or just not, you know what I'm saying? Then no, I wouldn't have offered. But they seem to be okay people. So anyway, enough of that, and y'all take care and God bless. And I'll update you on my truck in the next video. All right, take care.